Hello and welcome. You're watching the morning news show here on CNN News 18. I'm Sakshi Singh Litoria here to walk you through all the latest news and developments from across the globe. Starting the bulletin right off with some tragic news now. In a shocking incident, 4 persons on board a train from Jaipur to Mumbai were shot dead by a railway protection force jawan. The jawan, who was an RPF, opened fire after the train crossed Palghar station. He shot one RPF ASI and 3 other passengers and jumped out of the train near Dahisar station. The accused constable has been detained for now along with his weapon and has been brought to Borivali police station. All the passengers were allowed to leave after the train reached Mumbai Central Station. Since it is a developing story, we'll get you more details on that. But for now, we are learning that a Railway Protection Force jawan shot dead 4 people on board a train running between Bhayandar and Mira Road Station. Among the 4 deceased are 2 passengers, an RPF assistant sub-inspector and a pantry car worker as well. All 4 bodies were removed from the train at Borivali station and sent to Babasaheb Ambedkar Hospital at Kandivali as well. I have CNN News 18's Vinay Deshpande joining me on the phone line. Vinay, what recent details are you picking up from the ground?
Well, what we're hearing is that the accused who has been arrested immediately and has been taken into custody is currently in police custody right now and will be produced in the court itself. We are seeing that, the accused was himself somebody who was wielding the rifle and who fired at 4 persons, including his own senior from RPF, is somebody who was taken into custody. But this happened in a running train. The incident which was reported happened in a running train 12956 Jaipur Express is what we are being told. All the 4 persons who lost their lives, including the RPF senior, their dead bodies have now been kept at Borivali. All the other persons who were on board the train were also allowed to deboard at this specific station at Borivali, from where they were allowed to go away. But at present, the accused is in custody and will be produced in the court. As of now, it is not yet clear as to why, despite firing in the running train at around 5 a.m. in the morning, the train did not stop anywhere. The train continued to chug on, and that only later at the station the accused was apprehended and thereafter arrested. This is something that the police are investigating with respect to the cause of such a firing that has taken place. Whether sources say that there was some mentally unstable is what we're hearing right now. But as of now, there is no clarity as to why this firing really took place, why this RPF himself pulled up the rifle and shot at other people. But as of now, what we can confirm is that the accused will be produced in the court today itself. He is in custody of the police, and at present, all the other persons who were on that train have been allowed to go back home. The train is currently at Bombay Central Station, where other examinations will take place. The dead bodies have also been brought down at the Borivali station itself, where the train halted for more than an hour. The relatives of the deceased have been informed, and all the procedures will be completed from Borivali itself. As of now, what we are awaiting is that the accused who will be produced in the court today the accused will be produced in the court, and thereafter we will see what procedures will be taken up. As of now, there's no clarity about what was the reason for such a shootout to take place within the train, but 4 persons are left dead because of this, including 3 civilians. Back to you.
Well, Vinay, what do we know about the possible fallout between these 2 RPF jawans? What exactly happened there and why did this incident actually took place?
Well, as of now, there is no official word about what was the reason of the firing. Clearly, the junior shot at his senior, and that is where we are seeing that even the civilian casualties were seen. But whether that was with respect to any specific issue or whether, as sources are indicating right now, that must have been because the constable himself was under mental duress is something that we will have to await an official word on. But as of now, what we know is that the accused, who was constable at the RPF, has himself been taken into custody by the police who were present at that location, and that he is at the Borivali police station right now, and he will be produced at the Borivali court in a while from now. Back to you.
Well, Vinay, as you also mentioned that he will be produced in the court today, he is expected to be produced in the court today, pardon. What can be expected next? Under what charges will he be punished? Could you give us more details about that?
Well, yes, we'll have to see about whether 302 is imposed in this particular section. As we speak, the Western Railways has also issued an official statement on this, saying that in an unfortunate incident that took place on 31st July in train number 12956, which is the Jaipur-Mumbai Superfast Express, the escorting staff constable Chetan Kumar shot at his colleague escort in charge ASI Tikaram. The incident occurred in B5 coach at 5:23 a.m. The constable, upon shooting his colleague, initially held passengers at gunpoint. It is regretted that ASI Tikaram and 3 other passengers were shot at. Constable Chetan Kumar got down near Dahisar and tried to flee after alarm chain pulling, but was arrested by the RPF Bhayandar along with the weapon. So this is an official statement that has come from the Western Railway now, which has also released the picture of the accused. So as of now, we are awaiting official details as to why did this constable not just shoot at his senior, but also held the other passengers at gunpoint. 3 other passengers unfortunately lost their lives in this incident that was reported in the early hours today. But one of the things that the railways will have to look at is that even after the chain was pulled and even when the shooting incident did keep happening, initial reports suggest that the train was continuously moving and did not pull off or did not stop at any location. So one will have to see as to whether there was any other effort of mitigation that could have been taken and why it was not taken. So all these things will be a part of the probe that will continue even as Chetan Kumar will be produced in the court today. As of now, there is no official reason that is being given as to why did he not just shoot at his own senior, but also shot down 3 other passengers. Back to you.
Well, Vinaya, this huge accident happened while a train was moving. What do we know about the eyewitnesses? Have we heard from any of them telling us anything about a possible scuffle maybe between the people? Okay, Vinay, I will just request you to please hold on because we are flashing the photo of the accused person in this case, the RPF Jawan, who actually opened fire at 4 people, killing all 4 of them, including 1 RPF official, 1 pantry car worker and 2 other passengers. Coming back to you, Vinaya, I was asking you that do we know anything about eyewitnesses popping out in this case and telling us anything about a possible fallout or scuffle between all these passengers and the this RPF Jawan actually?
Well, that is what the initial report suggests, that there was, something between Chetan Kumar and his senior, because of which the shootout did take place. The reason, remember, is not yet clear because there is this happened in the wee hours today at around 5 o'clock when everyone else was asleep. So there isn't really much of a clarity on the official reason. This is something that we will have to wait for the RPF as well as the police to investigate, get the witness statements on record and to understand. But clearly there was some point of difference between both Chetan Kumar and his senior ASI Tikaram. In that scuffle, we are hearing that he held gun at the civilians as well. But as of now, no motive is being established by the official statement that the railways have issued with respect to this specific incident. They are not yet speaking much about what led to this kind of shootout by somebody who was himself an escort and who was supposed to take the responsibility of the safety of the passengers. So clearly, this is something that we will have to wait and hear from the investigating body about what led to this kind of fallout, and why is it that, apart from shooting his own senior, Chetan Kumar went ahead to shoot the others as well, including the civilians. But as of now, this is a huge case that is being reported from near Mumbai, where in a moving train, the shootout took place, and in that shootout, we saw that apart from an ASI who was shot down by his own junior, three others were also killed. The accused is already in custody. We have it officially now that he was trying to flee the location, but that the Bhayandar RPF not just nabbed him, but also took his custody and took in their custody the weapon through which the shootout took place. Remember, the alarm was initially raised by the people themselves who were traveling in the train, and the train stopped near the Hisar after the alarm chain was pulled by the passengers who reported on this. But the horror on the train continued for almost half an hour when Chetan Kumar went on a rampage and really shot his own senior colleague, escort in charge ASI Tikaram, and also pointed gun at other civilians. 3 civilians have also lost their lives in this
Vinay,
incident.
I'll have to
which
interrupt
happened
you over there because I have CNN News 18's Akash Sharma joining me on the phone line as well. Akash, a very good morning to you. What recent details are you picking up from the ground? Do we have any official word coming in by the railway department as well? Could you give us more details about that?
Yes. So you see, we have an official statement from the Western Railways, and it is interesting to note that Railways has pointed out that it was a police constable rather than the RPF constable. We are still seeking clarity as to what led to the particular incident, and as my colleagues from Mumbai are reporting that how at the Palghar, near Palghar, this incident happened, and after that at Borivali, train was halted for quite some time, and after that RPF nabbed the particular jawan and also the weapon that was used. But it is unfortunate, you see, because one police jawan, ASI Tikaram, and also 3 civilians have lost their lives in the particular incident. It is somewhere raising questions on the security arrangement of railways as well, because whenever you talk about any express train or superfast train or EMUs for that matter, RPF and GRP both are responsible. RPF on one hand takes care of the property of railways. On the other hand, we have GRP that takes care of the law and order situation in the railway premise and inside a train as well. But in this particular incident, we got to know that how this jawan opened fire on his colleague, and not just his colleague lost his life, but also 3 civilians were we don't know as to if they were targeted or they got wounds because they were in close proximity to the victim. But as of now, the investigation will lead us to what actually happened in this particular case. What was the reason? Was it a case of personal enmity, or was it some other case? Was the particular person who is the accused as of now is mentally stable or not? So a number of questions are there, and we'll get answers of all these questions after the investigation. As of now, a case has been registered with GRP, Government Railway Police, and a statement has been issued by Western Railways where they are mentioning that how a police constable shot escort in charge ASI Tikaram. Also, it is important to mention that whenever we talk about this particular train, so this is Jaipur-Mumbai Superfast Express. This train goes from Jaipur to Mumbai, one of the popular train on this particular route where a lot of passengers travel on a daily basis. When an incident like such happens, so it raises a lot many questions on the security and the safety of rail passengers as well.
Well, Akash, I would request you to please hold on because I have CNN News 18's Yasha Kotak joining me on the phone line as well. Yasha, as I asked Vinaya as well, the reason is yet to be ascertained that what exactly transpired there, what was the possible reason behind this fallout that led to this unfortunate accident. But do we have any eyewitnesses from the ground telling us anything about what exactly happened there in the train?
So yes, in fact, as of now, considering that the train was halted at Borivali, and then there were several people who were then taken towards Bombay Channel, which is where the train terminates. there were all these passengers who were asked to leave. So as of now, cops have not really gotten on to the details of calling these people who were traveling along with them or questioning them. So which is why we'd have to wait it out to see details about what really had transpired. So as a part of the investigation, what the cops have as of now gotten into was the fact that the accused has been arrested, following which he has been taken to the GRP Chowki, where he will be questioned. And apart from that, all these bodies which were deboarded from the train at Borivali, they'll be sent for a post-mortem, and the questioning of accused will take place once they get his further custody. Now, the second line of investigation would in fact be to get hold of these people who were in fact traveling on the same coach, the B5 coach, or the coaches around the B5 coach, and to find out from them as to what really happened. So as of now, we've not really heard eyewitnesses coming out and speaking about this, but in fact, this is a part of the investigation, and soon such details would also be out to further understand as to what really happened inside the coach. Yes.
Yasha, were there any more people who might have gotten injured because of this incident or possible scuffle between?
आपके पास जानकारी जो प्राइमरी इंफॉर्मेशन है वो बता दीजिए क्या
अभी हमें सुबह 6 बजे पता चला है कि हमारे एक आरपीएफ के कांस्टेबल जो इस ट्रेन की एस्कॉर्टिंग ड्यूटी में थे, उनकी तरफ से गोलियां चली हैं, जो हमें अभी खबर आई है। उसमें 4 लोगों की इंजरी की खबर आई है, people who have been shot. One of them is an RPF ASI और बाकी 3 और लोग हैं। इन लोगों का मेडिकल अटेंशन जो है अम्बेडकर शताब्दी हॉस्पिटल में बोरीवली में जैसे ही ट्रेन पहुंची है, उन लोगों को लेकर जाया गया है। वहां पे हमारे रेलवे के अधिकारी भी तुरंत स्पॉट पे पहुंच गए थे और वो अवेलेबल हैं और वो साथ में गए हैं, और उन लोगों को जो भी मेडिकल और पुलिस सहायता एक्सटेंड किया जा सकता है वो किया जा रहा है। उनके परिवारजनों को भी कांटेक्ट किया जा रहा है और उनसे उनको जो एक्सग्रेशिया का अमाउंट है वो भी पहुंचाया। थोड़ा सा
सर घटना सिर्फ बता दीजिए क्या हुई एग्जैक्टली।
हाँ, मैं थोड़ा सा 5 मिनट।
That's the official word coming in that one RPF jawan actually opened fire, leading to killing of 4 people, including 1 RPF ASI and 3 other passengers on board. I have CNN News 18's Yasha Kotak, who continues to be with me on the phone line. Yasha, I was asking you if there were any other passenger who got injured in this possible scuffle between the 2 jawans.
So yes, as of now, there were 3 passengers who were injured in this case. Those who were injured, like we hear from the authorities, that they've been moved to the hospital at Borivali, where their postmortem would be conducted. Those 3 who've been injured have passed away, is what our sources have in fact mentioned. But about that, there have been no other injuries that have been reported. No further details of those who've been injured or who were a part of the train who've been injured is something that has come out. So yes, there is just the 3 people who were injured who have been taken further to the hospital, and this is the details that have come out from the authorities. But over and above that, beyond these 3 people who were injured, there are no further injuries which have been reported. Yes.
Well, Yasha, could you give us more details about the weapon that was actually used in this accident?
This was the service weapon that this RPF person, so which the other RPF person has been injured. In fact, what has also come forth from this is that this person was carrying his service weapon. The constable had shot his colleague at a gunpoint. Now, so his service weapon is what is where the incident had taken place, and now what further would happen is that cops will try and understand as to what was the details, what was the issue between these 2 constables that led to an incident such as this. So yes, all the other passengers that we speak of who were on board this train are all safe. There's been absolutely no such other injuries being reported to the other co-passengers. There is a possibility that when we speak of these two people, there's a possibility that there could have been an internal issue between the two of them, which led to this, and the other co-passengers, while they would have been in the spot, is where they would have received these injuries. So this is just one of the information that we are getting from our sources, but however, there's no confirmation of this from the agency or from any kind of authorities as of now, because all of the authorities are currently on the spot where they are trying to find out the reason and ensure the other formalities that are required at this point. Yes.
Well, Yesha, what we are learning is that all the passengers were allowed to leave after the train reached Mumbai Central Station. Are they still there at the station for the further investigation and questioning, or they have been allowed to go back to their residence? Also, just for our viewers, could you walk us through what exactly is going to happen next as far as the accused constable is concerned, since we are learning that he has been brought to Borivali police station?
Yes, so all these passengers who were traveling along with the accused and the victims in the train, they have all reached the Borivali station and been asked to leave. So they've all been asked to go home. None of them have been asked to wait back at the Bombay Central Station. But if and when required, what we've been in fact telling our viewers time and again.
भाई साहब आपका नाम बताइए, क्या काम करते हैं बताइए, नाम बताइए। एक मिनट, अरे रुकिए भाई साहब, नाम बताइए आपका, क्या नाम है? प्रांशु पांडे। प्रांशु भाई कहाँ काम करते हैं, क्या काम करते हैं? आप इसी ट्रेन में थे? जी। आप ये बताइए प्रांशु भाई, क्या घटना हुई थी, क्या आपने देखा? ये अपने हमको मालूम नहीं था, हम लोगों को मालूम नहीं था। कहाँ पे थे आप, कौन सी बोगी में थे? B1 कोच। और ये कब पता लगा आपको? ये हमको सुबह पता लगा। ये जो पैसेंजर्स थे, क्या उनको सभी को बोरीवली में उतार दिया गया, और क्या वहाँ पर लोगों से पूछताछ की जा रही है? लोग घबराए हुए, तो उस समय स्थिति क्या थी? वो स्थिति कुछ भी नहीं थी, हो गया सब ऐसे ही था। नहीं, पैसेंजर घबरा गए थे क्या?
2 बार गोलीबारी की घटना हुई है क्या? क्योंकि एक बार ASI टीकाराम की मौत हो गई और उसके बाद फिर से गोलीबारी।
तो मालूम नहीं हमको अभी। नहीं, आप ये बताइए, आपके अधिकारी ने आपको बुलाया इसलिए आप बताना नहीं चाहते? देखिए खुल के बताइए क्या हुआ। देखिए आप अंदर ट्रेन में थे, आप ही बताएंगे उन अधिकारियों को, इसलिए बताइए कि घटना क्या हुई। मालूम नहीं था। आप क्या सो रहे थे क्या उस वक्त? हाँ, उस वक्त सो रहे थे। और टीसी,
आप कौन से बोगी में थे? आप कौन से बोगी में थे?
नाम तो नहीं मालूम हमको।
आप कौन से बोगी में थे? B1 में थे। गोली की आवाज कब सुनाई दी आपको?
गोली की आवाज तुमको सुनाई नहीं दी है, लोग बता रहे थे।
पर आप कब उस डब्बे में थे?
जब आप गए तो होंगे ना वहाँ देखने के लिए, क्या हुआ?
डब्बे में
हम लोग सुबह देखे, सुबह। हाँ, क्या देखा आपने वो तो बताइए, कम से कम जो देखा वो बताइए। बॉडी देखे। कितने लोग वहाँ पर बॉडी थी? 3 लोग। अच्छा, और क्या पूरा खून वहाँ पर था? लेकिन आजू बाजू के जो पैसेंजर, क्योंकि बोरीवली में उतरे होंगे, क्या कह रहे थे? क्या उस वक्त तो चर्चा हुई होगी आप लोगों?
चेतन जो है वो जिसने गोलीबार चलाई, वो पूरे डब्बे में घूम रहे थे।
तीनों लोग साथ में थे, जो मरे तीनों लोग साथ में थे।
बोल रहे थे, बता रहे थे
रात को
क्या बता रहे थे वो तो बताइए। 3 लोग साथ में थे, साथ के रहने।
रात को कुछ मंगाया था आपसे?
हम लोग कुछ नहीं मंगाए थे। हम लोग
आपसे
हम लोग जानते नहीं और कुछ नहीं जानते, अपने को मालूम नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं मालूम, अपने कुछ नहीं मालूम। अच्छा, RPF के लोग कौन सी बोगी में बैठते हैं? ये तो पेंट्री कार में बैठते थे। हाँ, पेंट्री कार में। क्या उस वक्त वहाँ पर कितने जवान हुआ करते थे? ट्रेन में कितने लोगों की ड्यूटी? अपने को मालूम नहीं सर। कितने? अरे भाई साहब, आप फायरिंग से पहले तो बताइए, फायरिंग से पहले क्या हुआ था? फायरिंग हुई उसके पहले
इस ट्रेन से आप रोज आते जाते
आप घबरा क्यों रहे? मेरे को बताइए। अच्छा ठीक है, एक मिनट, सवाल की बात नहीं, मालूम ही नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं मालूम है अपने को, कुछ भी नहीं मालूम, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। बस इतना देखा, बस हम कुछ नहीं देखे। अच्छा ये बताइए, कितने लोग RPF के जवान होते हैं? ये तो आप तो इस ट्रेन में चलते हैं ना हमेशा, पहली बार तो नहीं? अपने को मालूम नहीं, वही लोग बताएंगे आपको।
ठीक है, चलिए देखिए, मुख्य तौर पर ये
So that was a worker on board. Yesha, coming back to you, as we heard from the worker on board that he was in B1 coach, but where exactly did this accident took place? Could you give us more details about that?
So this incident actually has taken place in the B5 coach, which is where these 3 passengers, also one RPF person was shot. The incident that we hear of, the worker we hear of, was in B1 coach, but what in fact now needs to be understood in this case is that those who were in B5 coach as well, the passengers, they've all been asked to leave. The incident that took place in B5, all those who were injured, their bodies were deboarded at Borivali station. They were taken to the hospital closest to the Borivali station to conduct the post-mortem. Also, the ASI who was shot at was also taken from there, taken to the Borivali hospital, and the accused has been taken to Borivali GRP, where further investigation will take place. Speaking of this very incident, the accused here was in fact deboarded at Borivali. He will be further questioned and produced before the court today. And then that's when the cops will further investigate to understand why did he really shoot at his colleague and the other passengers. Yes, Anjali.
Well, Yesha, Akash and Vinay, thank you so much for bringing in all those crucial details. Right now, it's time to slip into a change in plans. We are going back to the story. So this is the story that we have received from Maharashtra, that an RPF jawan actually opened fire, leading to killing of 4 people, 1 pantry car worker, 2 passengers and another RPF ASI. It is a shocking incident that 4 persons on board a train from Jaipur to Mumbai were shot dead by a railway protection force jawan. The jawan, who was an RPF, opened fire after the train crossed Palghar station. He shot 1 RPF ASI and 3 other passengers, as I mentioned, and jumped out of the train near Dahisar station as well. Now, the accused, a constable, has been detained along with his weapon and brought to Borivali police station as well. I have News 18's Pranali Kapase live from Borivali station. Pranali, could you give us more details about what exactly transpired there on the train and what recent developments are you picking from the ground?
जी फिलहाल हम इस वक्त मुंबई सेंट्रल रेलवे स्टेशन पर है, जहां पर ये ट्रेन का आखिरी स्टेशन था जब ये गोली चली है पालघर के पास करीब सुबह 7 बजे के आसपास। उसके बाद बोरीवली स्टेशन पर क्योंकि 4 लोग इसमें उस वक्त इंजर्ड हुए थे, उन चारों को जल्द ही हॉस्पिटल ले जाना जरूरी था, इसीलिए ट्रेन को बोरीवली रोका गया। उसके बाद इन चारों लोगों को जो इसमें इंजर्ड थे उनको निकाला गया। साथ ही में पालघर स्टेशन के आसपास ही जिसने ये जो गोली चलाई वो जवान जो है वो कूद गया था, तो उसे भी वहां पर पकड़ा गया है। आप देख सकते हैं कि इस वक्त B5 बोगी के पास हम हैं, जहां पर जो राउंड फायर किया गया है, इसकी वजह से जो कांच है उस कांच में छेद हो गया है, वो हम यहाँ पर आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं। टॉयलेट और बोगी जहाँ पर रहने का इंतजाम होता है या फिर सीट होती है, उसके बीच का जो इलाका होता है उस इलाके में ये फायरिंग हुआ है। 4 लोग जिसमें एक RPF का जवान है और साथ ही में 3 यात्री जो है उन पर ये गोली चलाई गई थी। और उसके बाद जो है ये ट्रेन सीधे बोरीवली में रोकी गई, जहाँ पर इन 4 लोगों को जो इंजर्ड थे उनको उतारा गया। उसके बाद ये ट्रेन आगे चली है और आखिरी स्टेशन यानी कि मुंबई सेंट्रल रेलवे स्टेशन, यहाँ पर ये ट्रेन जो है इसको रुकाया गया। आप देख सकते हैं मुंबई जयपुर एक्सप्रेस थी जो आज सुबह 7:45 या 8 बजे के आसपास मुंबई सेंट्रल रेलवे स्टेशन पर आनी थी और इसी बीच में सुबह 7 बजे पालघर के पास ये गोली चली हुई है। RPF के एक जवान ने पहले RPF के दूसरे जवान पर गोली चलाई और उसके बाद जो 3 यात्री थे उन यात्रियों पर भी गोली चलाई, जिसकी वजह से ये 4 लोग जो इंजर्ड हुए थे उनको बोरीवली रेलवे स्टेशन पर उतारा गया। वहीं के पास ही के अस्पताल में उन्हें दाखिल किया गया है। फिलहाल रेलवे प्रशासन की ओर से अधिकृत तौर पर इन 4 की मृत्यु होने की बात नहीं कही गई है। कहा जा रहा है कि जल्दी सारी जो जानकारी है वो लेकर बताया जाएगा कि एग्जैक्टली क्या हुआ था। जो जानकारी पहले मिल रही है उसके हिसाब से ये जो जवान थे, 2 जवान, इनमें किसी बात को लेकर विवाद हुआ था, किसी बात को लेकर झगड़ा हुआ था और जिसके बाद ये फायरिंग हुआ है। लेकिन अभी उसी की वजह से एक सवाल ये भी उपस्थित किया जा रहा है कि जो रक्षक है वही अगर भक्षक बन जाएंगे या वही यात्रियों पर इस तरीके से अगर गोली चलाते हैं तो कितना इन लोगों के पास इस तरीके के हथियार देना कितना उपयुक्त है या कितना संयुक्तिक है, इस पर अब जो है विचार किया जाएगा, जिसके बारे में दोबारा एक बार जो है विचार होने की जरूरत है। ये इस घटना के बाद दिखाई दे रहा है। पूरा फिल्मी स्टाइल ये सारा मामला हुआ है जब चलती ट्रेन में गोली चलाई गई है, जिसमें 4 लोग जो है इंजर्ड हो गए हैं और जिनकी जो जानकारी मिल रही है उनकी मौत हो गई है। लेकिन इसके उसकी अधिकृत पुष्टि जो है अभी तक रेलवे प्रशासन की ओर से नहीं की गई है। लेकिन कुल मिलाकर अगर हम देखा जाए तो इस तरीके की वारदात जो है ये बेहद ही डरावनी भयावह ऐसी वारदात जो है आज सुबह पालघर के पास चलती ट्रेन में जो कि जयपुर मुंबई एक्सप्रेस है उसमें हुआ है। और जिस वजह से अभी पूरा रेलवे प्रशासन, रेलवे पुलिस जो है वो यहाँ पर पहुंच चुकी है। मुंबई पुलिस जो महाराष्ट्र पुलिस वो भी घटनास्थल पर यानी कि इस बोगी के पास आकर पहुंच चुकी है। जायजा लिया जा रहा है, जो लोग यहाँ पर ट्रेन में उस वक्त सवार थे उनसे जानकारी इकट्ठा की जा रही है। क्या झगड़ा हुआ था, किस बात को लेकर विवाद हुआ था, ये सारी जानकारी जो है इस वक्त उनसे इकट्ठा की जा रही है।
प्रणाली, मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि आप हमारे साथ बने रहिए बिकॉज वी हैव अ रिएक्शन कमिंग इन बाय सुमित ठाकुर हु इज CPRO ऑफ वेस्टर्न रेलवे। लेट्स लिसन इन।
की थी और फायरिंग में एक ASI और 3 सिविलियन को ये गोली लगी है। जो B5 एक कोच है और पेंट्री का जो एरिया है पेंट्री कार का, उसमें वो इफेक्टेड पार्ट है जहाँ पर ये फायरिंग इंसिडेंस रिपोर्ट हुआ था। और जो टोटल 4 लोग इसमें जिनका बारे में बताया जा रहा है जो कि जिनको ये गोली लगी है, 3 पैसेंजर सिविलियंस हैं और एक ASI है। जो ASI है उनका नाम टिकाराम है, टिकाराम मीना, राजस्थान के रहने वाले हैं। बाकी जो 3 सिविलियन हैं उनकी अभी आइडेंटिफिकेशन की जा रही है। अभी उनको उनके सीट नंबर से उनको आइडेंटिफाई किया जा रहा है। उनको अभी जो बोरीवली में शताब्दी हॉस्पिटल है वहाँ भेजा गया है चारों बॉडी को। और जो चेतन था वो दहीसर मीरा के बीच में फिर उसने चेन पुल करके वो ट्रेन से उतर गया और तत्पश्चात जैसे हुआ जो उसके पास जो ऑफिशियल वेपन था उसी से उसने ये शूटिंग की थी। फिर उसे जो भयंदर की टीम थी, RPF भयंदर की टीम थी, उसने उसको गिरफ्तार किया। अभी GRP बोरीवली के वो हिरासत में है, अरेस्ट किया गया है। उससे अभी पूछताछ की जा रही है।
सर, क्या कुछ वजह पता चल पाई है क्यों गोली मारी, क्या वजह थी फायरिंग करने की?
नहीं, वजह अभी नहीं क्लियर है। अभी जांच से पूछताछ की जा रही है कि क्या विच वॉट लेड टू दिस फाइटिंग और शूटिंग इंसिडेंस। वो उसका एक जो कांस्टेबल है वो प्रॉपर अपने रोस्टर पे था, जो उनकी ड्यूटी रोस्टर रहती है। और रात में सौराष्ट्र मेल को लेकर सूरत गया था। सूरत में 4-5 घंटे का उनका ऑफिशियल ब्रेक रहता है। ब्रेक के बाद वो इस ट्रेन पे बोर्ड करके सूरत से इसको स्क्वाड।
We'll get you more details on what exactly transpired there in a shocking incident where 4 people actually unfortunately lost their life. But right now it's time to slip into a very short break. Stay with CNN News 18 for more news and updates on the other side.